What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as RideMyAvatar, and it's Japanese Tuesday. So you know what that means. We have not one, but three beautiful decks to talk about this beautiful day. So without further ado, let's dive into this video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, helps move the video in the algorithm up, and it really does help promote the channel more and more to you fantastic viewers and everything like that. So without further ado, let's dive into this video. So first deck we're going to cover is none other than Blue Hybrid. Oh yes, oh no, the deck of Cursed Sayings is back. So what does this mean for all the fantastic players out there? Well, Blue Hybrid plus Ulforce Digimon is a force to be reckoned with, apparently. This deck allows you now to use your tamers to their fullest, because now you can have even just your tamer be the bridge gap you need. So being able to, when digivolving, you may play one blue tamer from your hand without paying its memory cost, setting yourself up. When you would play a blue tamer, unsuspend this Digimon, so every time you do this, he's going to get another restand swing. Never bad, because if you have him in raising, you get a couple more attacks in, really good. And then your turn, once returned, when this Digimon becomes unsuspended, return one of your opponent's level 3 or lower Digimon to its owner's hand. Increase the maximum level of this effect. Can choose by one for each tamer you have in play. So he gets at least some decent bounce, because he's going to unsuspend very easily depending on your tamer setup. And that's really going to go the extra mile here. And another brand new card is Arena. Because of her on play, one of your Digimon with Vmon or Vidramon in its name gains blocker and evade until the end of your opponent's turn. Basically what happens in evade, it gets to suspend itself, prevent its destruction. Really useful, actually. All turns, when one of your Digimon with Vidramon in its name becomes suspended, by suspending this tamer, activate one of that Digimon's when digivolving effects. Oh, looky, I get to play a free tamer, means I get a restand out of this? Ooh, wow. So this is going to be nutty. And then your turn, when one of your Digimon, your blue Digimon unsuspends, gain a memory, constantly applying more pressure. Not bad. So we're looking pretty solid here. Then things we got to take a look at is all the other tamers. We have Davis, that's going to set us to 3 and add us combo pieces up. Sora Joe to strip sources away from our opponents. Digimon especially helps against Black War Greymon, especially if they don't get the X antibody right away. You can start removing some of that added bonus they like to have. But if they have no sources, you gain 2 memory, really powerful. Then you have Tommy, who's just going to strip 3. Not bad. That's always going to be useful, and it also adds a preventative stun for once per turn. So that's going to help, because if they have no sources on it, that preventing it from attacking you could save your life. And then you have Koji here, who's going to basically take the 5 hybrids you have in hand, instantly go into a Magna Garurumon, and hopefully set up a multi-attack combination. And then when an effect adds a card to your hand, gain 1 memory, then this Digimon can't be blocked for the turn, adding more Wombo to your combo. And then Matt Ishida, if your opponent has a Digimon with no Digi-Evolution cards, gain a memory. Everybody does play Digimon that has to search, so it doesn't guarantee that you won't gain some value out of this. So just something to think about for extending your plays. You know, you have Magna Garurumon here, so when digivolving, when attacking, once per turn. If you activate the when digivolving, you can't activate the when attacking effect in the same turn. So you may return 1 card with hybridance traits from this Digimon's Digi-Evolution cards to your hand to return one of your opponent's Digimon with the same level as the return card to its owner's hand. Trash all Digi-Evolutions of that Digimon. Free removal, really always useful. Then your turn, when an effect adds a card to your hand, you may unsuspend one of your Digimon. Oh wow, I mean, your once per turn here is really good to set up and get all 4 swinging again. Right, you know, never bad plays here. So it has some reliable combos. Chimeramon, just so if you go double hybrid and you just need 1 more attack, Chimeramon Jagras for game, never bad. Arrow Vidramon has jamming, but also gives an extra security check if while you have 8 or more cards in your hand, which can be very easily arranged with blue because they're very powerful on draw. Beowulfmon So this card is basically can Digivolve for reduced costs to 1 if you have a Tamer underneath the evolution line, which isn't terrible. When attacking, you may return 1 card with hybrid in traits from the Digi-Evolution cards to your hand to return one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon to its owner's hand. Trash all Digi-Evolutions of that Digimon. Not bad. Memory choking, everything like that really goes off. Then you have Kendo Garurumon, who's going to be giving us jamming if you have Koji underneath there. So it's not a bad trade-off there, and you also gain the hybrid abilities. Always good. Kumamon to help strip a source and just hybrid shenanigans. Vidramon, once per turn when you play a blue tamer, draw a card. Not bad. This is basically what, Jellymon does, but this at least gets you some more advantage here. Your turn when you, in a Hairbowl, when you play a blue tamer, gain a memory. Not bad. Bokomon, basically searching yourself out your hybrid pieces. And then when one of your tamer digivolves, you gain 2 memory. The more Bokos you have, the more free value you get out of it. It only takes 1 Boko for your Kumamon to be like a free evolve. Then you have Starabimon, being able to reveal the top cards, add a hybrid and or blue tamer among them. Helps you fuel the stuff going. And then Vmon, on play, reveal 3 cards from the top of your deck. Add 1 Digimon with Vidramon in its name and 1 blue tamer card from among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of the deck. When you would play a blue tamer, gain 1 memory. And then you have Wanamon, to basically, if you have a blue tamer in play, when attacking, draw a card. Makes it super easy in this deck because we'll always have at least 1 blue tamer out. So, the only deck we really fear is Black War Greymon itself, because it can pop our tamers like it just going out of style. So, something to think about there. Next, we're going to talk about is Darkknightmon. Darkknightmon is really powerful. It's still going to be powerful going on into future sets, because being able to de-digivolve and then pop something sometimes really goes help. Going to be hellbent, especially let's say you use, have Nene out, giving them blocker, which can lead to some really powerful shenanigan plays. Especially being able to search with this card is really useful. And even using Izzy to set yourself to 3 really can go the extra mile. Immortal Ruler here as an option. If you have Nene out, basically doesn't need their color requirements, which is good. But trash 3 cards from the top of your deck. Then you may play 1 Darkknightmon from your trash for its play cost. If you played a Digimon with Digicross requirements by this effect, you may also place cards from your trash and use Digivolution cards for Digicross. I like it. I like it a lot. Then you have Pride Memory Boost. Reveal 3 cards from the top of your deck. You may play 1 black Digimon card with the play cost 4 or less among them without paying its memory cost. Trash the remaining cards, then place this card into the battle area. Delay, gain 2 memory. Then Iron Fist Onslaught. If they hit it, it's really good. It's good just removal in general. Double Death X to de-digivolve the board and remove threats off the board. Really quite useful there. He's a powerful boss Digimon. Bagra himself. Basically Thoughtseize on legs. On play, when digivolving, if your opponent has 1 or fewer Digimon in play, look at their opponent's hand, trash 1 card among it. If your opponent has 2 or more Digimon in play, place 1 of your opponent's Digimon under 1 of your opponent's other Digimon as a bottom Digi-Evolution cost. So that big boss Digimon that they thought they were going to have, if they had a rookie out, oh, congratulations. We're going to take that top stack, trash all your sources, and put that little Black War Greymon underneath that Agumon. Good luck. So, things like that are really important. All turns when an opponent's Digimon digivolves or when an effect adds a card to your opponent's Digi-Evolution cards, by trashing 1 card in this Digi-Evolution card, trash 1 of your opponent's top security stacks. So this card punishes very easily. Free removal is always good, and just being able to move stuff around just by his own effect really can punish your opponent. They lose a security and they lose their big boss Digimon. Really can mess them up. Darkknightmon being able to pop a tamer, but also be able to play a Darkknightmon from your trash without paying its memory cost, and also has the ability of cycling lost pieces back to hand very easily, except for himself. But who cares about that? Being able to play a Darkknightmon can set you way ahead in most instances. And then you have Darkknightmon here, who gets, you may place 1 Skull Knightmon and or Deadly Axe from your hand or trash at the bottom of the Digi-Evolution cards in any order. All turns when this Digimon is deleted, you may play 1 Skull Knightmon or Deadly Axe suspended that were in the Digi-Evolution cards without paying its memory cost. Not a bad trade-off, right? Basically free value here, and has a preventative destruction effect. Then, Darkknightmon on play, Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon. Then, if Digicrossing with 2 cards, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost 5 or less. Most champions go bye-bye with this. All turns, when this Digimon would be deleted by returning 1 level 4 Lord Black Digimon card from this Digi-Evolution cards to its owner's hand, you may place 1 Skull-Knightmon or Deadly Axemon from its Digi-Evolution card without paying its memory cost. So you have to add a card first to your hand, then play something. Remember that, and Digicross for 2 for Skull-Knightmon and Deadly Axe, becoming a whopping 4 cost. Not bad. Then you have Skull-Knightmon Cavalier mode that gets jamming and blocker, but also treats itself as Skull-Knightmon and Deadly Axe. Then you do have Deadly Axe, revealing the top 5 cards of your deck. Add up to 2 cards with Knightmon in their name among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of the deck in any order. And then while this Digimon has Knightmon or Bagra in its name, plus 2000 DP. So not bad. Then you have Skull-Knightmon. You may trash all Digi-Evolution cards from one of your Deadly Axemons and place it at the bottom of the Digi-Evolution cards to Digivolve this Digimon into a Darkknightmon in your hand without paying its memory cost. Boys and girls, that's very powerful. Being able to skip ladder climb really can matter. And then while this Digimon has Knightmon or Bagra in its name, it gains security +1. Free value town there, especially if you can get this to 9k swinging. Not bad. Then you have Skull-Knightmon Mighty Axe mode. This card is treated as Skull-Knightmon and Deadly Axe. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 card with Knightmon in its name, or 1 Deadly Axe or Nene among them to your hand, trash the rest. Then if you're Digicrossing with 2 cards, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a 4 play cost. Kills most rookies and or champions. Not bad. Chikorimon, basically all turns players can't reduce play costs. Really punishes you a bit, but if you can stop a turn, really can matter sometimes. Durumon, basically we don't have access to this sadly on the US side, or English side anyway, but in the JP side, this card is a very practical use because of the security effect. This Durumon promo is at the end of the battle, reveal the top card of your deck. If that card is Black Digimon card with a play cost 4 or less, you may play it without paying its memory cost, add the remaining cards to your hand, then add this card to your hand. So free value, get a rookie out of the deal. Out of security, maybe a body. Who doesn't like that kind of free stuff? Then you have Monotamon on play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck, add up to 2 cards with either Black with Knightmon or Deadly Axemon in its name, or with Twilight in their traits among them from your hand. Place the rating cards at the bottom of the deck in any order. Free value, town, anyone. Then Pagumon, basically reveal the top card of your deck, add it to your hand if a Black Digimon card, otherwise place it at the bottom of the deck. Sad to see it go, but sometimes it's good to get some free value. There's only a few times you have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shots that this card can whiff at. So, something to think about there. And finally, we're going to talk about Alphamon itself. The deck is actually still playable, actually. Some people are teching in Sanzorimon to compensate for that security minusing that you lost because Durogreymon is not at a full playset anymore. But it mattered because the protection was there. Your turn, all your Black Digimon with 13,000 DP or more gains Piercing. Can really matter sometimes to remote threats. While the Digimon is Black and has 13,000 DP or more, gains Security +1. Never bad. Then you have Durogreymon on play, reveal 3 cards from the top of your deck. Add 1 Digimon card with X antibody in shape, and 1 Coda card from among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of the deck in any order. When you place a card under this Digimon as a Digi-Evolution card, gain 1 memory. Not bad. Extending your play is always good. Ryuda just gives Decoy as its inheritable. While this Digimon has X antibody in straight, gains Decoy. But on play, reveal 3 cards from the top of your deck. Add 1 card with X antibody in straight and 1 Yuji among them from your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom deck in any order. So, rookie lineup seems kind of solid here. You have Durimon to draw you cards. Darugamon, basically a big blocker if you have an X antibody in play or in its traits. And its Digi-Evolution cards, very easy to get this off. And then Darugamon, while this Digimon has X antibody in straight, gain +1000 DP. Not bad. Then you have Jinrumon, that just basically opponent's turn while this Digimon has X antibody in straight, gain blocker. Just another blocker builder, not bad. Dex Darugamon, this is basically when Digivolving, you may trash 1 card with Dex or Death X in its name or X antibody in traits in your hand to gain 1 memory. Not bad, extend your plays. When Digivolving, if you have a Darkknightmon in its Digievolution cards or its Digievolution from this trash, one of your Digimon gains blocker and retaliation for the turn. Not bad. Always going to be giving that free blocker retal. Always can matter in certain circumstances. Darkknightmon gives a small protection effect from DP reduction and effects that would delete it. So until the end of your opponent's next turn, giving that protection that you kind of need. While this Digimon has X antibody and straight, gain security +1, extra security swings. This card here, when one of your effects places a Digimon under this Digimon, you may Digivolve this Digimon into a Digimon card in your hand with X antibodies in its traits by paying its Digievolution cost. When this Digimon would Digivolve with this effect, reduce the Digievolution cost by 1. So that can matter sometimes. And then while this Digimon has X antibody in its trait, gain Reboot. Not bad if you especially give it Blocker. Blocker Reboot, always nasty. Greymon, basically it's in here for that end of attack. If this Digimon has Alphamon in his name, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost 5 or less. Not terrible. Being able to pop something really matters sometimes. When Digivolving, reveal the 3 cards from the top of your deck. Add 1 card with Alphamon in his name among them to your hand. Place 1 X antibody and traits among them under this Digimon as a bottom Digievolution card. Trash the rest. I don't hate it. Do you? Alphamon from BT-6. This is your security alpha that at the end of battle, add this card to your hand. Then if a Digimon with Royal Knight or X antibody in its type is in play, up to 12 of your opponent's Digimon can't attack a player for the turn. So it has to be on the board at the time when this resolves. That's the only terrible part of this. But when attacking, you may pay up to 5 memory. If you do, this Digimon gains plus 1000 DP for each memory paid. So he gets a little beefier on its own. But until the end of attack, gain 2. So basically, if you don't pay that cost and you are confident enough, maybe you'll gain an extra 2 memory to extend your plays. Or Umon, basically your unsuspender, which is huge in this deck. But when in Digivolving, place 1 X antibody and traits from your hand under this Digimon as a bottom Digievolution card. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost 7 or less. Removing threats off the board, really useful. And then your turn, when one of your effects places a Digievolution card under one of your Digimon, this Digimon gets plus 2000 DP. Can't be deleted by your opponent's effects until the end of your opponent's next turn. Not terrible. Then we do have Alphamon himself being able to de-Digivolve, but also get a free body from trash underneath it. Usually you're hunting to get the Oriyumon, but if you need to, Dorumon is a better target for the rookie. Then you have Breath of the Gods being able to give Reboot, really helpful, and can't have his DP reduce, really matters sometimes. Black Memboost being able to have Delay, gain 2 memory, but also helps you search pieces out. X Antibody, gain a memory, add this card to its owner hand, place this card under one of your Digimon without X Antibody in its Digievolution as a bottom Digievolution card. So that's huge there. And then effects can't trash X Antibody in its Digievolution cards. And then when attacking, this Digimon can Digivolve into a Digimon with X Antibody and its traits in your hand for its Digievolution cost. Not bad. Being able to get an extra evolve really can matter sometimes. Go sets you to 3, but also searches the top 4 to add an X Antibody to your hand. Traded Digimon or card, really useful. UG, basically drawing and gaining your memory once you promote a X Antibody, but also has the ability to put an X Antibody underneath one of your Digimon, so that can trigger your effects and continue off. Usually you want to put an Oriyumon under a Alphamon that already swung and used up its Oriyumon to give it another one so that it gets another restand, applying even more pressure. Then you have Cool Boy, basically Searcher. Yes, we don't have Darkknightmon's Evolve line that helps this out, but if you do it on the Dex Duru, you could see some results there. So revealing top 3 cards, add a card with X Antibody and trait and 1 option with X Antibody and trait among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom deck in any order. When one of your Digimon Digivolves into a same level Digimon X Antibody, you may gain a memory and draw a card. This is basically only for this combo here between these two. Outside of that, there's never really going to come up, but it does search for 2, which is huge for this deck. Free value always is never terrible. So guys, what did you think of Japanese Tuesday this week? Anything that you guys think I might have missed that might have been very interesting that you were doing while you were searching through your decks? of JP list. Let me know down in the comments, and I hopefully keep up with your respect and everything like that. So guys, hopefully you guys stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next video. Peace!